we have Ghassan Anabtawi, CEO and General Manager of Reach Paltel Group. This is the call centers in Palestine. Please, Ghassan, join us.
Hi, everybody. I'm really glad to be here today and be here with you and be given the chance to walk you through our story. Actually, I'll be telling you two stories, one that just came to mind and one that I prepared. The story that we prepared is about investment in Palestine, and I would like to use that as a platform to walk you through our story about Reach and how it came about and what we do and the sectors that we target. But let me just first okay. Hope this works this year. Last year we had a problem with the sound and everything. But again, I wanted to build on what my colleagues had done so far, and I think, Hashim, I have to thank you. You made my job a lot easier, and I think those who signed off in Australia, I think, or whatever, I think they went to sleep well-informed with a serious message and a very comprehensive one, and again, I thank you that you made my job easier. I'm going to show you a brief film about investment in Palestine, and I will take you from there with the rest of the story. How do I make that?
The West Bank is expanding in size and economic turnover with the rise of new cities, a stock market outperforming its peers in the region, fueled by a thriving telecommunications and ICT sector, and a very deposit-rich banking system. New local and regional SME private equity funds are equally creating jobs and products for export. Investments by various Palestinian private sector entities are recreating the landscape on the ground. New international branded hotels in Ramallah, the Palm and agro-industry estates in Jericho, and the industrial estates in Jenin and Bethlehem are providing stamina to the revival of the economy. Tourism in Bethlehem is back on track, supported by a one-of-a-kind convention center in biblical settings, and a majestic palace serving as a hotel to welcome pilgrims to the world's capital of Christmas. Palestine needs support today to become a thriving city tomorrow, when it will pay back all those who supported its call to freedom.
I had to put the kanafa because I'm from Nablus and I adore the kanafa, so it just did not happen by coincidence, by the way. Now, building on that film and the kind of information that we provided in it, as you all might know, I come from the ICT industry and the telecom industry, and as you might also expect, telecom and ICT is one of the largest and biggest productive sectors in Palestine, and among the largest contributors to the total GDP of the Palestinian area. Being part of Paltel Group, we are among the biggest employers in terms of numbers, one of the biggest contributors in terms of profits, one of the largest traded stocks in the stock exchange, and we're very proud of being part of the productive economy of the West Bank. Now, we employ around 3,000, a little bit more than 3,000 employees. We have been managing to yield around 130 million US dollars of net profit on an annual base. We have a large number of companies, one of which, and the newest is my own company that I manage, Reach Company. It's one of the newest companies established only in 2009. And we're the infant baby of Paltel Group, but I think we have done good so far. We've been, started walking, I think. We're the first Palestinian-based contact center established in our region. We have 3 main branches with 250 concurrent seats. So in terms of classifications, we are considered to be a large contact center, not a medium contact center. We employ 610 basically full-time employees, and we have 300 students working for us in the Nablus branch and Bethlehem. Again, I'll talk more about the location of our 3 branches, but the focus that we bring to the table is on youth empowerment, employment, improving their chances of getting a job and exposing them to what's out there in the market and elsewhere in the world. What do we offer? We offer, high-quality based services, but also we're very competitive in terms of prices. We have been trying to benchmark ourselves and our prices and the quality that we provide with other contact centers available in the world, and we have done good so far. We're very competitive in terms of, compared to India, Malaysia, and we're competitive compared to a lot of other places. However, we still have to be more competitive in terms of, some neighboring countries similar to Egypt and to Jordan, and I think. We operate 24/7, 365 days a year. We file every single day 70,000 calls of different kinds and natures, coming from our different clients and customers, local and regional and international. So basically what we're saying here is that we manage a huge load of calls that come in, and we do that successfully, thank God. Just to make a long story short, what do we, what are we trying to tell you here is that we are considered the smart extension of your business. We bring value to your business through dealing with Reach, and we focus mainly on customer care, telemarketing, and telesales. We have different ways of delivering the services. One is live agents. Second is IVR, pre-recorded messages, and a menu that you can choose from and be served without having to deal with anyone. And we have the web collaboration and the social media support. This is something new that we're bringing to the table based on our analysis to the market and based on our analysis to the customer needs and requirements. Again, we have been, the establishment of Reach was exactly and purely to serve Paltel Group companies. But again, when we consolidated and we discovered that we have excess capacity to serve others in the market, we expanded our coverage, and we knew that we had to pre-qualify before we are able to serve other customers and other segments and probably even other markets. For that, we had invested in the latest top-of-the-art technology that we use as the foundation and the platform for providing our services. That's why we selected Cisco system that provides flexibility, manageability, ability to provide segmentation, CRM tapping to our customers' database, and to provide the service that the customer requires, and so forth. And basically, we provide quality assurance and monitoring and so forth. Having done that, it was not enough. So we knew that we had to even go the extra mile. That's why we invested a lot in certifications and qualifications even more. Actually, we had done that with our eyes on Bank of Palestine, to be honest. We desperately needed to have the Bank of Palestine on our customers list. They're a very prominent customer. That will bring value to us, and we knew we can also provide value to them. That's why we had invested in the certification in the ISO 27001, in which we guarantee the security and integrity of the information and the sensitive information of the bank's clients and database. For that, we knew that will help us when we approach the bank. We had to do our homework before we do that, and we did that. And thank goodness that we signed and managed to sign the deal with our great customer, the Bank of Palestine. Also, we knew that we had to, we've done our own assessment about the way we do things and whatever, but we wanted to benchmark ourselves against others. So we had entered into competitions and qualified for international awards, and we had managed to win 2 awards, one in England. We won on the category of the Best Partnership category award. We won the gold medal, and we competed with a lot of call centers coming from the MENA region, Africa, and the Middle East, and Europe. And also we managed to get the gold medal in Las Vegas last year, by competing with 1,200 different call centers coming from all over the world. We're very proud of our accomplishment, but also we know that we still have a long way to go. I looked at the criteria and the certifications that you got. I definitely know now we have a long way to go. So, we're taking you by example, lead by example. Anyway, when we talk about the infrastructure and the technology that we use and the certification, we also invested a lot in redundancy and in being fully backed up, and in the load balancing to ensure that our customers are going to be always up and running without any disruptions of any kind, of any sort. So we have like backup generators. We have we're connected through fiber rings, and we knew that we had to go the extra mile again to convince our customers to do business with us. So we had to do our own preparation work before we engage with anyone. So we have the 3 sites, Nablus, Bethlehem, and Ramallah. Ramallah is the main hub. Nablus, is designated for employing of, students, while Bethlehem is, designed to serve something else. I will talk about it more. So what do we bring to the table? And, the table was not misspelled, by mistake. Actually, we had done it on purpose to convey a message, by the way. The message says that, when we make a mistake, we're very transparent. We talk about it, we announce it, and resolve it with our counterparts that I will talk about more. That's why we're not shy. We're not, perfect. We make mistakes, but we're open about them, and we talk to the world about them, and we solve them, because that's only natural. Otherwise, we're, a super company, and we're not. But anyway, what do we bring to the table? We bring guaranteed quality. That is a definite thing that we bring. We bring cost reduction. That's the main reason why people do business with us. Qualified staff, high security, like I was explaining before, and we definitely reduce the risk of doing business because we can do it at a cheaper price, more efficient and more effective way in terms of our ability to deliver to our audience. So again, our customers enjoy our flexibility, diversity, everything that ends with a T, we do it. So basically, that's our T specialty. Again, in 2012, we had enjoyed a lot of different accomplishments. Basically, one of the mainly three accomplishments, basically. My team made sure that I have, accurate notes. Basically, three accomplishments. One of them is we burst out of the bubble of serving only Paltel Group. So we expanded in the local market, and now we have acquired more and more customers from the local market. Basically, what we're saying, we're reinforcing our local grounds within, our operational parameter, which is Palestine, where we come from. The second thing is we managed to acquire a highly particular customers, coming from specific sectors, like I was saying, Bank of Palestine, whom we're very proud of having as customers, but also we had acquired more and more customers in 2012. The third key point is that we had seriously engaged in CSR efforts and activities. We participated, I'm not sure how the resolution is to show the pictures, but we had engaged a lot and extensively in olive, cultivation activities, street cleanings, tree planting, blood donation, a lot of different social activities that we had done to show the community that we belong. We're, part of the community. We're tapped into their needs and requirements. After all, it's all about customer care or social care. That's a key message that we deliver to our, audience. Again, in 2012, we had acquired and managed to serve 7 different sectors, ranging from local to international to franchised customers. Basically, we managed to secure the local agency of Mercedes-Benz, the Peugeot, and Yellow Pages, startups with Yamsafer, a large diversity of customers ranging from public sector to private sector to large corporations to startups. We were giving a message to the community that we're out there to serve everybody, small, large, local, or international. And, we managed so far to secure that. Now, in 2012, also we managed to have an accomplishment where we signed our partnership with HCEF, whom I have to thank for their efforts, and especially Ratib, Anthony, and Christine, and the whole team behind the reason why we came here in the first place. And I thank them for organizing this event as well. But I have a team that is very dynamic team. They analyze, they listen, they tap their ears to what's going on in the market, and they realized that in Bethlehem there was an announcement that Bethlehem suffers from the highest unemployment rate in the Palestinian areas next to Gaza. So we knew that we had something to do there. So my team went there, analyzed, investigated, and looked for partners, because we always do not like to do things on our own. We like to partner with others. So based on our analysis, we discovered that we share the same vision, goals, objectives of resolving unemployment in Bethlehem. But also we knew that Bethlehem has a lot to offer. other than just receiving CSR from a company like us. Bethlehem has a lot of talents, especially in languages, Latin, Spanish, French and German, in addition to English. So we knew also we can benefit. It's not only a one-way street, it's a win-win situation. So we went there, we partnered with RATB and HCEF, and we're very proud that we managed to establish our contact center in Bethlehem in just middle of this year. We've been operational for about 5 months. Now we have 15 people on the ground. Our target is to have 100 as a minimum, but that can only be attained through your help and your support in bringing business to us. And when you bring business to us, you will not regret it, because we're good at it as well. I kept asking my team, what is this brown and green and whatever, because they designed it, and they said this is the fertile soil, and it's, you know, the bumpy road that we had to ride from one place to the other. But again, that will come to an end as well.
Private jet.
I hope, I wish. Maybe if I manage to get more and more business from here, I will end up having a private jet. But
or maybe it's Nether's problem.
Anyway, after dealing with HCEF, we started thinking more and more about what's next. What do we have to do to actually achieve our main objectives of resolving unemployment and youth empowerment, and linking Palestine to the international arena and so forth. So again, after careful thinking, we knew that we had to think out of the box. We had to look for other markets, and that's why we looked for coming to the U.S. with a specific target of recruiting, business and, sourcing out business to come to Palestine. Because we know if we manage to secure deals and get your business, we definitely know that we can employ more and bring dollars to the economy and resolve the, at least help resolve part of the problem that we have in Palestine. Again, why do we do this? Why did we come here? We come here to showcase the other face of Palestine, which is the productive face of Palestine. It's not, the disparate part of Palestine. And by the way, we wanted to do that by introducing REACH as the link between Palestine and the international arena and international world by producing the productive face of Palestine. We can be the link. We can be the way that you provide support to Palestine and to Palestinians. I thank you so much for listening, and I hope I managed to give you the story behind the establishment of REACH. Thank you. Now, just to wrap up before I sign off, the second story that I promised to tell you, it's a funny story actually. It just so happened last year. Last year they organized the meeting. It was like a conference, right? And you were there, Jad. There was a priest within the audience. So at the break we came about to introduce ourselves, and he asked me who I was and what I do and so forth. And I said, I come from Palestine. I'm in the business of contact centers, and and out of a reflex, and I asked him, what business are you in? And he looked at me and he said, he was fully dressed like a priest, and there was no way that I should miss it, but it was a reflex. He said, I'm in God's business, by the way. So I said, oh my goodness. I started apologizing, but he said, you know what, we're in the same line of business. I said, how come? He said, you serve callers by agents, and we serve calls by angels. If you don't... Wow. That's an angel, by the way. Just... And he said, if you don't do your job well, there are problems. And, if people do not do their job well, they're in a lot of problems. So we're in the same line of business. So going back to Palestine, I started thinking maybe we should change the name of our employees from agents to angels. And that's probably is going to happen. Thank you so much.